Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at possibly the worst article to ever exist on the internet. I was doing my normal Twitter routine, scrolling through images that make me feel pain, and then suddenly... What the f*** is that? Should police have the right to force children to masturbate in front of them so they can take photos? At least one judge thought so. What's going on, everybody? My name is Awesome. Welcome back to the channel. Like I had said before, we're going to go in and read this weird article that I had found. It was made back in 2017, but it's still pretty funny and messed up. If I still sound a little sick, I'm sorry, but I can't really do anything about it, so let's just jump right in. Whether the police have the right to force your teenage son to masturbate in front of them in order to incriminate himself is a legal question few parents would think they'd have to consider. Right off the bat, we already have our moral dilemma. Should I have to have my teenage son masturbate in front of the cops in order to incriminate himself? Most of the time I'd say no, but unless you pay me a significant amount of money, I'll make him dance like Tatiana as well. No, I will not let my son masturbate in front of the police in order to incriminate himself. He already has a stepsister at home, and that's the best thing I could ever give him. On a more serious note, this question is like asking me whether my 15-year-old daughter should finger herself before she gets smashed by the gym teacher. Obviously, I'm gonna say no, and this question sounds like you're associating the cops with a certain type of person. We all know there are bad cops out there, but most of them, hopefully, are not kid diddlers. And yet, Trey Sims' legal guardians had to do exactly that in an effort to prosecute the 17-year-old for sexting his 15-year-old girlfriend. Manassas police detective David Abbott obtained a search warrant authorizing him to take photograph of Sims' genitals, including a photograph of the suspect's erect penis. I wonder what he'll be doing with this evidence. This grown police detective is going to be comparing the genitals of a 17-year-old to a picture he has. I only thought this type of thing ever happened in the corners of the boys' locker room at school, but apparently I was wrong in my assumption. It seems this police officer wants in on the fun. Imagine it's your first day on the police force and this is the first conversation you have with your detective. Hey boss, what's up? Bring me his genitals. Bring me the boy's genitals. Make them hard too. Take the warrant. Bring me the genitals. I knew I should have went to art school. God, that was cringe. According to court documents, in the process of executing the search warrant, Abbott took the teenager to a juvenile detention center, took him to a locker room, and with two uniformed armed officers looking on, ordered Sims to pull down his pants.
My fellow Americans, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Typically, when me and 3 police officers enter into a boy's locker room and I'm told to pull down my pants, it doesn't normally end very well. What do you think was going on in this kid's head when they told him to pull down his pants? Dude probably thought he was about to get railed by 3 police officers. He was about to be featured on Pornhub's best amateur videos. After taking pictures with his cell phone of the teenager's genitals, Abbott then ordered the minor to masturbate so that he could take a picture of his erection. What is wrong with this guy? This guy is trying to convict a teenager of sexting while he could still be convicted of possession of child pornography. That is a complete invasion of this kid's privacy. This dude better be in jail. Sims tried but failed to comply with the officer's orders. Yeah, because when I'm told to get an erection in front of a bunch of police officers, I want to do it too. Abbott later threatened Sims' lawyer that if police couldn't get a picture of the teenager's erection by forcing the kid to masturbate, he would obtain a photo of the teenager's engorged genitals by subjecting him to an erection-producing injection at a hospital. I don't think you can do that. Seems just a little illegal to me. Because at the end of the day, you are forcing a minor to get an erection so you can use it against him in court. Actually, now that I say that, has anyone ever lost a court case because of their erection? Mr. Jacobs, luckily the jury has found you not guilty. Well, Miss Judy, I would like to say that I'm very hard right now and happy to hear. You're hard right now? Yes, Your Honor. Guilty. I don't know why I made that skip, but let's move on. It wasn't until this month in 2017, more than 3 years later, Sims was taken to that locker room, that a federal appeals court issued a decision in his favor. By a divided 2-1 vote, the court held that a reasonable police officer should have known it was unlawful to order a teenage boy to masturbate in front of him and other officers. 2-1. They should have been at all 3. So you're telling me that there's a judge out there that believes that officers should be able to bring teenagers into locker rooms and have them masturbate in front of them so they can use their masturbation and erect penises against them in court? Am I overthinking this? Jail time. This also brings up the question of why the police officers did not immediately stop the detective in this case, because I'm pretty sure they were very uncomfortable while watching this happen. They are as much to blame as the detective in this case as well. This has to be one of the most uncomfortable, disgusting, and one of the worst things I've ever had to read in my entire life. life. I hope I never have to read something as ridiculous as this ever again. However, if you really want to and you really want me to read more things like this, you can send me some recommendations on Twitter or on Discord. If there was more to this story, I would read more of this article, but the rest of this article is basically going over why the police should be defunded and a bunch of politics. And politics is boring. Politics is dumb. Who likes politics? But one thing I did find out about the situation is that the detective in this story, did a little thing, which is pretty sad to see. It's sad to see that someone ended their life over something and they ruined their life because of this. So this whole story pretty much ends on a very somber note. But looking past the somber note, I would like to say that 87% of you guys who watch these videos are not subscribed. And with that, I would like you guys to go subscribe because I like money. And with that, everybody, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you guys go like, subscribe, follow me on my social media like my Twitter, and join the Discord in the description below. And with that, everybody, I'd like to thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.